Yo guys, what's going on? Today is finally a new video and something different, something new. Only just released. People are still trying to get hold of these. The X-Shot Pros have landed up north and up higher, different different countries, and up higher up in England, like near Scotland and stuff. So we don't have them yet. We got these first for some reason. We got the Insanity line first. So yeah, the shipments have been kind of messed up. They were supposed to come to England before anyone else, so they did mess that up. I think the Insanity line was supposed to come later on, but we're going to unbox it today anyway. I was kind of looking forward to it when I first saw it, but then when I saw like more on it and I saw it, like the actual size of it and stuff, I was quite impressed. And even more so now in person. This box is absolutely massive. The only way I can sort of describe how big this is comparing it to another blaster they made. So the Omega, for instance, like it's not even like comparable. It's thinner, it's smaller, it's way lighter. This box is heavy, really heavy. So yeah, it's got that going for it. The only thing with this box, it looks like it's going to take a while to get this out. It's screwed in, so there we go. We're going to have to get into this. So stay tuned. So just as I was cutting this part open, I noticed my receipt was in here. I just wanted to talk about that. £49.99, so £50. A lot of you Americans were getting confused, saying it's cheaper than what you guys are paying. It's not. It's just the currency exchange is different. If you convert pounds to dollars, you'll see it's the same. So yeah, it's a bit more expensive obviously than the X-Shot Pro, but I think there's obviously a reason behind it. It's electric and there's more internal parts. So yeah, let's see what this thing's like. Let's get it out of the box. So the tripod is separate to the gun, and it also the blaster, and these little turntable things, they go on the rails. So these are what allow you to put these dart storage on, because the dart storage rails are actually Picatinny themselves, so they would go on there like that. This is separate, as you can see, but pull this off like that. It's really simple, quite sturdy. Let's have a look at this tripod, see how sturdy it is. It's got some weight to it. Nice. So locks in, locks out. You've got to like push this part down. As you can see, it doesn't want to. You've got to sort of help it push in with your thumb or your finger, and the same way when you extend it, you want to push that down. This feels like, you know, quite thin and cheap, these little areas, so you will have to, you know, manually adjust it yourself. Don't just like slam it closed or slam it open. They don't look to be 3D printed, but they are light, and obviously the weak points would be those connections, so that's why you have to sort of push the middle up yourself and sort of help it close. But other than that, seems pretty sturdy. You've got rubberized bottoms, and obviously you can unscrew that, and that allows you to open it all the way and then lock it back up. Not the most tallest tripod, but we'll see how that goes. It's not a bad quality one. The rest of it seems quite good quality, and the poles are quite good as well. There's no flex to them. I actually feel they've got some weight to them. It's quite a nice little tripod setup there. So. These that like to be separate. So we've got the chain, and we've got the darts. Compare it to the Omega chain, it is very similar. However, it does need some modifications from what I've read to push the dart through. So it has like the hole in there, as you can see, for not the hole in the box, but the hole in the shells, and that is how it actually pushes through, because there is a back end on this. You can see I was told there was no back on there, so miscommunication. I'm guessing the person wasn't English, but the roller moves the belt along and also pushes the dart through. So that's interesting. We've also got the new air pocket darts. I'm going to be comparing them obviously to their other darts. You can see these are more of a clone of the Nerf darts, where they've got the blue foam, and the length of the foam too is more like a Nerf dart. However, these will work better in the X-Shot Pro because of the smaller head on them, and I think if you made them into short darts as well, if you really wanted to, you could easily use them in a short dart blaster. So we can clean this out. We've got another pack. We've got the fake chain in there, which I thought was quite funny. Obviously this is attached in here. Oh, I've got a book. Never thought we'd have that. Is this a manual? Let's do a manual as well. Yeah. Pretty cool. Tells you how to attach other blasters. Yeah, and how to use it. That's pretty cool. That literally, this goes with all the guns basically. And tell you how to put batteries in. Quite a nice book. It's not. It's an actual like little book. It's not just like some little bit of paper that Nerf usually have. Then obviously we've got the unscrews that we've got to do, which you basically fold these tabs up and you can unscrew them. You can obviously skip past this. This is just to show the people that are interested in this, you know, because there are people out there that like to see slightly different content. So you're welcome to skip past where I've done all this. These are quite long as well, so they do take a while. This is to stop people from stealing the blaster, by the way. Back in the mid-2000s, the Busby era and the N-Strike era of Nerf, you could just pull the guns out the boxes and play with them in the shop, and a lot of kids did that because their parents wouldn't buy them it. I don't know if that's a European thing, but parents are quite strict on buying Nerf guns for kids, not because they're a gun, but mainly because they're expensive. So we've got the main blaster unscrewed now pretty much. Just unscrewing the front barrel, can't really see it, but there we go. Okay, so the blaster itself isn't too heavy, it's got a good weight to it, doesn't feel cheap. Feels like you can actually hold this and use it as a minigun. I actually feel like a Terminator with this. It actually feels like the full length of a minigun, and we've got the minigun barrel. The only thing I noticed is the black plastic on there is quite cheap. You can actually flex it, so be careful with that. But the rest of it's sturdy. And you can see it comes out the middle. On the real thing, it would come out of these barrels individually. 7.62 rounds or 308 most of the time. And there you go. Very nice looking blaster. I can actually move the box out of the way and get the scope and the ammo holders on fire. This was the only thing I was really excited about, is it came with a scope as well, which, you know, you don't usually see that with these types of blasters. So the scope's screwed in too. Just unscrewing it, guys, give me 1 second. There we go. It's pretty light, pretty cheap. It doesn't feel like flimsy though, it's pretty sturdy, and it looks like it's usable. I'm pretty sure it's that way around. Looks like it should be. Looks like from the design of it, it looks like it should be looked through this way. But what do you guys think? I think it's so. I think it's supposed to be looked through this way. And you've got a little crosshair that lines up. So I don't know why it's so dark on this camera, but it's not dark in this room. So you've got like. Let's come out to the light here. You see, you've got like little crosshairs on the inside of there. There you go. You can see them now. That lines up in there pretty nicely, as you can see with the crosshair. Okay, so now it's disassembled. Stay tuned for part 2, where I finally shoot it and get it all together.